All right. Welcome, guys, to the Construction Simulator 2015 live stream on Greywolf Construction. We are joined today with equipment Tommy UK and our guest Manuel.
Hi guys.
Hello.
All right. Any questions or comments? Please leave them below, and I will try to answer them as best as possible. Okay. So today we've got a fairly large contract, the large multifamily dwelling.
Awesome.
Get the excavation going. Start with two 936s, or the 193 Liebherr A918, as well as some half pipe. Equipment operator, can you pull away the stream sheet? Let's get a good look at our faces here. Perfect. All right. So
Here I am.
we're gonna
Sorry.
be getting the hey, hello.
Hello.
You guys look good in those blue uniforms. Am I the only one with the high-res vest? Did you guys all leave yours at home?
I left mine on the bus.
Oh no.
Safety last. That's what it says, right?
Safety last. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get the trucks ready. If you guys want to hook up the trailers, who here is proficient with the red? That would not be me.
Reasonably so.
Reasonably. Okay. So Jacob, I'm sure is going to be loading the excavator. Tommy, I believe you'll be driving the excavator. Manuel and I'm going to give Manuel a ride to the site, and it's mainly because he's got a car with some. Is it German whiskey?
No, I haven't brought out the whiskey yet.
Okay. So we're not drinking yet.
No, not drinking it, but still enjoying getting a ride from you.
Okay. So this multifamily apartment building is going to require quite a bit of excavation. So we will be bringing a secondary excavator with us, the A918 Liebherr wheel loader. This is a part of the Construction Simulator 2015 Deluxe version. Is that correct, Manuel?
Yeah, but it's also like I think the final version is called Platinum Edition, I think.
Platinum.
And it's also a standalone DLC, just because.
Okay, while you got excavator, I'm going to show Manuel my supreme driving skills.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, keep your good driving, or we can do a little driving test roleplay.
With the driver. So this is a live Q&A with the developer. We're not going to be asking too many hard questions. The first question I would like to ask you, though, Manuel, what is your favorite color?
Favorite color? Well, I used to like blue a lot. Black always goes.
So, how come
yeah.
you're used to like blue?
I don't know, I think it has something to do with my childhood, and of course I was playing a lot of computer games at that time, and in every game where you could choose your own color, I always picked blue because I thought it was it felt really good to me.
Oh, okay.
And his boiler suit.
Sorry?
That boiler suit, huge inspiration.
Yeah.
Is that why you guys prefer not to wear your high res? You just want
Yep.
that full blue.
Full
Yeah, it's
blue.
we're very stylish people, so we don't need to be all like orange man.
Oh, yeah. Orange is kind of gone.
Oh, you just killed that woman walking across the street. Just drove over
Oh
her.
my goodness.
Hey,
I
Tommy.
think I think you failed your driving test, Greywolf. I'm
I
sorry.
think, yeah, I'm definitely not getting my my Class C license.
Go ahead, Jacob.
Are they currently loading with the red trailer?
I believe you and I are taking the red trailer.
Okay. Are we all clear?
Okay,
We are.
it looks like the construction site here is relatively small. The excavation needed is only going to be one excavator, so the 936 should be sufficient. The spot is kind of tight. It's in the I want to say the upscale part of town, just near the market.
In the upscale part of town?
Yeah, it's a really nice apartment area. I think it's right across from the market. There's City Hall.
Looks very
This is
nice.
the church. This is the church.
Just across the freeway and hang a right.
Yeah, it's not too far from us, from our headquarters.
Awesome.
So Manuel, what is your favorite game currently? You don't have to say Construction Simulator. You can say whatever you like.
Yeah, it's not construction simulator, but funny story before I answer your question. I actually I was looking for a new game to play when I came across Construction Simulator 2015, and it wasn't released yet, but it was listed on Amazon, and I thought, hey, this looks cool. This is something that I would play. And then I looked up the company, and well, rest is history. But like, I thought that the game looked cool, and I wanted to play it initially. And then of course I played a lot, but not for fun.
No, now you do all the developing with it as well, don't you?
Yeah, well, of course you always do a lot of testing. I mean, it's still fun to play test, you know, but it's kind of different when you do it with a purpose.
Yes.
Anyway, favorite game right now? Well, I'm playing several games. Playing some Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, which is pretty good, pretty fun. Also heavily invested into this weird little German browser game that nobody knows about, which is good because it's very quiet and nice and small, and I play that a lot, and also got a nice game of Total War 3 Kingdoms going with one of my colleagues.
Oh, wow.
Epic.
Sorry?
Total War series is just epic.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't really like the art direction that they're taking the game into. No, it looks very cartoony and bright
Oh,
and blurry. But from a design perspective, it's released.
Tommy.
A very great
Jesus
game.
Christ.
Is it is it taxing on the computer, or does that, from an artist standpoint as well, with the cartoony appearance, is that for performance, or are they just trying to be unique and go in a different direction with the Total War series?
Yeah, I think that they're going into a new direction. I'm not entirely sure what their motives are. I think that like they're selling a lot in China now, and maybe they have a different taste, but I don't know. I don't know if it's like that. Uh, uh, if there's like a big sophisticated plan behind that. When, for example, when Civilization 6 came out, I think it was 2 years ago, they also moved into that kind of cartoony style, and well, I didn't like that too much because I thought the game before Civilization 5 looked so good. You know, it was it had that great uh, um, Art Nouveau style in the menus, and uh, just was a great pleasure visually for me to play.
Yes, I personally, when a game tries to stick to some resemblance of real, something cartoony kind of takes me. I'm sure Borderlands 3 is an amazing. The way that it's very cartoonish uh, doesn't do it for me. But
Yeah,
I'm sure it's a great game. Uh,
yeah,
Construction Simulator seems to stick to the realism as much as possible, and you can see the difference from the first mobile version of Construction Simulator 2014 to the PC of 2015, which we're playing. The colors are kind of, but they do try to stay real to the game. Now, CS2, CS3 for the mobile, you see darker color. You see it try to stick more to the realism as much as possible. So I'm excited to see what kind of art that's been done for the new upcoming PC version.
yeah. Well, I guess you'll see that
We'll
soon
have to
enough.
see. Yes, we'll have to
It's
see.
kind of difficult to explain a picture with words, but uh, we'll still be sticking to the realistic style because obviously that's the best style to support a game that's about doing realistic things, you know.
Right. Okay. I have a question from Red Foxy. They ask, what 3D modeling program do you guys?
First, let me say, Red Foxy, thank you for asking a question that I can actually answer, that I'm allowed to answer. Uh, well, most people at weltenbauer use 3ds Max. I use 3ds Max, and so do most of my colleagues. But it used to be a bit different. People, when I started working there, most people were using Maya actually, but nowadays most people have started using Max, which I think is a better tool for the process of modeling. If you're talking about that stuff anyway, of working with
All right, so I'm going to start backing the excavator into the spot. Jacob, you're going to be our resident excavator today. I believe Tommy and I, along with Manuel, will be scooting some soil to the gravel pit.
I think I'm possibly going to have to move the large flatbed because we're obviously going to block the carriageway well and truly if we leave it there.
I think the church gave us the okay to decimate the sidewalk in front of their steps.
Fantastic.
So
I did see a permit, I didn't think it was ours. It is quite a small site, isn't it? I was surprised.
it is. I was surprised as well, seeing that it's a multi-family.
Hitching a ride there?
Okay.
You can drive off, Tommy. I'm just inspecting everything, you know, supervising by running around.
That's good.
Looks like everything's okay with the hydraulics on the machine. She's all yours. She's all yours. I don't know how you handle that red trailer, man. That is the most difficult piece of machinery, I think, besides the...
She's a little bit wayward from time to time. I did adjust the route coming here because I just thought the way it had asked us to come was going to be horrendous, and Jacob was looking a little bit nervous in the passenger seat. But we got here in one piece, everything intact.
Can't say as much for the innocent pedestrian there.
Is that when you said whoa?
Yes, sir.
I didn't have anybody on my screen when you said whoa.
I sure had someone on my screen.
I had somebody coming across which I reversed off the sidewalk for, so I don't know if we were seeing a ghost issue there, maybe.
Should we grab another half-pipe truck, and I'll make some room for a second one right next to me. Tommy, if you don't mind grabbing one, or Manuel. No, Manuel, you have some supreme driving.
I'll get a truck.
Okay,
No
Are
problem.
we all clear? Tom?
thank you.
Do we have some materials that we're going to need to hop off for?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Ho, ho, ho.
All clear,
We
Tommy.
got 4 rebarb.
All clear, sir.
And we break ground.
Wonderful.
So, Manuel, I have another question. What is a normal day in the life for you guys at weltenbauer? So, you grab your keys, you get in your vehicle, you drive to work. Walk us step by step through opening the door to sitting down at your desk.
Beep beep. Can you reverse the truck?
Certainly.
I mean, this experience probably is a bit different for everyone working there, but I can give you a rundown of a typical day in my life there. So when you come through the door, the kitchen is like right next to the entrance, so it usually makes sense to go in there and get a spot in the coffee queue, because like at around 9:40, 9:45, people are usually gathering in the kitchen because everybody's going to get like their first or second or third coffee by then. So you go in and get yourself a nice cup of coffee. And the coffee machine takes a while to process everything.
Oh.
It has to grind the beans and everything, so takes
Oh.
around a minute or so, you know.
Nice cup of hot coffee, hey?
Yeah, nice cup. And once I've got my coffee, before I've got the coffee, I try not to talk to anyone because it wouldn't be good for either of us. And then I go to my desk, you know, fire it up, check my email, check my messages, and then at 10:30 we have something which is called a stand-up, and that means that the whole team gathers and talks about what they did yesterday and what they're planning on doing that day. So everybody knows what the
Cool.
others are working on, and sometimes after the stand-up you find like topics that you can't really cover in the 10 minutes that you meet for, and then you like discuss different technical details with your colleagues, and then yeah, sorry.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, and then like you work until lunch break, you know, doing this and that, and for lunch we kind of have a little system in place. There's something happening every day, so you don't really have to bring your own lunch unless you want to. Because on Monday we're doing like food ordering, so we usually get a pizza. We even have a name for it. It's called the PMO, Pizza Monday. So I'm in charge of like ordering pizza for everyone.
I want a job like that.
And on Tuesday we're cooking. So different people cook for the whole company, and we have like different dishes every week. And on Wednesday a lot of people go out into the city to get lunch, and some people stay in the office and eat all the leftovers that we have from Tuesday's feast.
Now that's the job I want.
Well, we do more than eating, but I have to explain our system because I started telling you about it, so I have to finish. And Thursdays is a bit of a free for all. I'm part of a sandwich group, and we're doing like grilled cheese sandwich basically every week, but it never really gets old. And on Friday we're cooking together again. So that's the whole week covered, you know. Don't need to bring lunch.
That's now is that standard etiquette in all of Germany?
Well, I don't think so, but I think a lot of companies are trying to, you know, do good things for their employees. I mean, there's other companies that have like a canteen for their employees, but those are the larger ones, obviously, and some others order food in. So it's different. I'm not sure if it's the norm. Probably not. But for like the more younger and tech-oriented companies, I think there's a lot of similar things going on.
So, a follow-up question: is this when you guys bring your own food, or when you guys are? Is that Wednesday or Thursday? Is that when Denise brings all of her butter?
Well, it's not.
You don't have to answer. You don't have to answer that.
It's not Denise who brings the butter, but Kirsten, who's our feel-good manager, and she's doing a lot of the cooking for us, and she's always cooking with a lot of love and also a lot of butter. But she's just doing that because she knows that, like most people like it. She also makes a pretty good tomato butter, which is more like a garlic butter, which has some tomato in it, which we consume every Friday.
I've just had my evening meal. I'm hungry again already.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, Fridays usually the soup day, and with soup you have some bread and the tomato butter. It's very popular.
That's it. I'm
How you guys
moving.
doing with that half-pipe truck? You guys here? This is almost full.
I'm coming. Sorry guys, I was.
Oh no problem. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Here you
too wrapped up in telling you about all the food we eat.
Oh.
Go forward a little.
I'm sorry.
Now.
The corner.
Reposition.
Position. Okay. Now, while you guys were working Construction Simulator 2, one of the fans wants to know how you obtain the lights that were used in the game. I believe before in a preview, the delicate of contact and get approval, and then you guys have to make models and show them and models, and they can be very about the color or
So,
the
Greg,
design
Greywolf,
is.
you're breaking up a little bit.
When you secure new license companies like do they reach out to you or do you reach out to them?
Well, it can be either way, but like once you have accumulated enough enough brands, you know, then suddenly other brands are interested in joining as well, because like if competitor A is featured in the game somewhere, then of course they want to have their own models in there too. So we get a lot of offers, but I think we also like ask some brands, but this is like not something that I'm doing, so I don't really know all the details about like brand management, but I can tell you about the process of how we're doing the models. I mean, we get the CAD data from the manufacturers, then we build the models, and then we send them in so they can approve of the models, and if they do, we put them in the game. There's usually like some smaller things that you have to change, you know, maybe it's a color, or maybe some piece of the machinery that's different, or something has changed in the latest revision of the model. So it's usually small details, but they're also equally important. And then you change them. There's a bit of back and forth, and at the end everybody agrees on a model, and that's what we put in the game.
That's very interesting, and there's a lot that goes into it. What was it like for you working on the models for the mobile games CS2 and CS?
Well, like the mobile models are working for mobile is especially interesting because you have to. I mean, as a game artist, you always have to be very mindful of resources and performance. But for mobile, it's even more tough. So you have to save a lot of things that you would normally do for PC or console title. So there's a lot of extra work going in just to save and optimize different aspects of the model. But that's what I mean. I like that like crafty part about it, because it's not just doing pretty things, but also making them work with a very limited amount of resources. So it's like puzzling everything together. It's an additional challenge. I really like that about it.
So with the mobile platforms, do you end up having to try and make sure you only can cater for the sort of lowest denominator, easy for me to say, in terms of phone ability? Because you usually get the low-end phone models that don't have as much storage or ability as the higher-end models.
Yeah, there's some variables that you have, like, I mean, processing power. But yeah, basically at some point you have to decide what the lowest common denominator for your game would be, because like we can strip out a lot of things in our game, and we did do that. For example, for our mobile games, we on lower settings there would be like less world loaded around you, but like you can't change the base game. It still has to be the same experience. So that's a hard limit that you have to set at some point. But we try to support like a large range of phones. I mean, obviously it's gonna look and run much better on like the big performance oriented phones. But yeah, I think there's still a range.
I think a lot of people possibly don't quite understand the amount of work that you have to do just to make sure that it covers, every model. I think I was certainly naive until only within the last couple of years that Android phones, you build an app for Android and that's fine, and then Apple phones, you build an app for Apple phones and it's fine. It's not as cut and dry and simple as that, is it?
No, like this is one aspect that you're talking about. You can't just press a different button and then boom, your Android app is now an iOS app. I mean, like in theory, this kind of how it's supposed to go, but then you have like all those a million little differences that you have to take care of. For example, we suddenly had disappearing textures on one platform, and the base game code is the same, so where's the difference? So you have to go and look for the difference and fix that and take care of it. So it's a lot of work. I mean, game development in general is a lot of work, and it's like mostly most of the stuff is very behind the scenes. You see the end product and think, okay, well, this is a model, looks nice. They must have done a nice little animation and a nice little game around it, but there's so many things that aren't directly related to what you see, but they are still vitally important for the game to work.
Yeah, I imagine it's quite a challenge.
And
Do you ever get? I know you'll like a challenge, but with you guys have to face.
face. Sorry, Greywolf. Can you repeat that question for me, please?
Do you guys ever get
Not sure if you're gone or just trying to form a sentence.
Yeah,
it's my
I'm
mic.
losing the odd word here and there.
Okay. Let me try again. Did you guys ever get frustrated while facing some of these optimization challenges?
Yeah, of course. Like you always hit a point where you're frustrated, you know, because something's not working, or there's can also be a point where you realize you have to redo something because it's not working out the way that you designed or planned it, and that's a fact of life in game development, but I think in software development in general, because it's you can't really do stuff on a formula, because there's like games and software are so complex. You can't just do A, B, and C and be done with it. It's always a lot of trial and error, and you know, finding out stuff in the middle of the process and then redoing everything. So yeah, you'll have bad days, and then you have very good days too.
So
Greywolf, you're gone now. I can't hear you at all.
hold on. Okay, so let me know if you can hear me or not.
Yeah.
The next question is, will there be a construction simulator 4, and will it be for PC?
Construction Simulator 4?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm. The name isn't set in stone yet, but there will definitely be another construction simulator for, and we're working on it right now.
Manuel on repositioning.
Sorry, you repositioning? Okay, I'll just drive to the gravel pit then. I think I'm almost full anyway. Greywolf, you can take over.
Okay, I'm bringing the cement truck by to get ready for the next step. How is the excavation going? Is it almost complete?
Almost done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there? I'll ask the question, because I'm sure somebody will, and I'll obviously try not to put you on the spot there, Manuel. Do you have within your team at the office a hopeful timeline for the new PC version? Or are you just still in the sort of early planning stages? Obviously, I appreciate you can't commit to things you don't know.
Yeah, well, there's we're giving our best to deliver you a new construction simulator as soon as possible, but I can't give you a date just yet, and no time range neither. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. Appreciate it.
Could you tell us roughly how long have you been working on this new successor for the PC and console? 3 months.
it's kind of difficult to say because we also had other projects going on related to construction simulators, so it all kind of faded in and out. But it has been going on for a while now.
Okay. That's a good that's a good answer. It's been going on for a while.
That's as good as it gets, I guess.
So, I'm trying to think of how to word this.
Politely.
So this is one for the viewers, both present and future. Can you explain how difficult it actually is for you guys to develop a construction game, consider as the very limited resources? From what I understand, Renee has told me you guys have a very small team, and half of you guys do one thing, half of you do. Could you explain that to the viewers, like how difficult it is? Because I know a lot of people are upset with how long it's taking.
Yeah. Well, I sometimes read comments along the lines of, weltenbauer or Astragon have forgotten about PC players, and that we don't care. But that's not true at all. We do care a lot. But
Right.
we as you said, we're a very small team, so it takes a while to make a game that is on the quality standard that we expect it to be, and because we're not trying to give you another one of those shovelware simulator games, but like a proper simulation game. So if things take a while, then please bear with us. We're working hard always to make another construction simulator, and we have this saying in the office. It's before construction simulator is after construction simulator, because we're always working on, like, there's always something going on with the construction simulator. Sometimes we even had different teams working on like different construction simulator projects. So we always try to put in as much resource as we possibly can.
That's good. Jacob, I understand you're waiting for the half-pipe truck. Just about finished with this excavation. As soon as that is, I cannot wait for us to move on to the next part of the task. Let's see. I will grab and taxi my way down to a half and bring it on site. Sorry for removing it. I should have stuck around. That was. Can we get the car as well?
Can you repeat that, please?
Could we get the concrete pump down there
Sure
after
thing.
the rebar?
Yes, sir. We can get that sorted out for you.
Thank you.
I'll keep my receipts for the Uber driver.
Yeah, we'll throw it on the company card.
Are we doing donuts this time?
Well, this is Germany, so people probably eat something different from the bakery.
All right, I'm gonna be backing in. right next to you.
You're on my right. Okay, so
All right. Right.
am I all clear?
All clear. So, what's your favorite food to eat there? Your favorite German?
My favorite German food?
Yes.
Hmm. Well, even though this is so fucking cliched, but I really like sausage.
Good man.
And I'm very much into cooking, and the latest thing that I've been doing is I've been doing a lot of roast, and there's some like really nice German roasts, you know, for like Christmas duck, or there's a dish called Sauerbraten, which is like a literal translation would be like sour roast, because you put it in like vinegar and wine, and let it marinate for a week, and I did that. Just very sour, but also sweet, which is very good. So
Sounds good.
yeah, a lot of meat,
A lot of what?
a lot of meat.
Ah.
Meat.
So,
I have
sauerkraut.
Well, sauerkraut is also good. Yeah, I don't eat it that often, but I enjoy it.
I have some family connections from not too far from your part of the world. Have some heritage in Austria. One of my favourite dishes from there is Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah, of course, Wiener Schnitzel. That's a great classic. No, it's oh, something going on. Game has been closed.
Apparently, you left.
Hmm.
Not necessarily on purpose.
No, definitely not on purpose.
All right. So
What's
we'll be waiting
what's your
for
favorite
menu.
German food, Greywolf? Do you have a favorite German food?
I would have to find that out once I visit. But we did grow up on bratwurst, and sometimes my mother would cook sauerkraut bratwurst, and I never honestly. I just the smell is repulsive to me. The taste is kind of too vinegary.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not for everyone.
No, it's an acquired taste, I'm sure, or be something that you just you just eat it because it's good to eat.
Yeah,
It's good for you, I'm sure.
yeah, it has a lot of vitamin C.
I think we're finished with the excavation. Let's have the lower workers go in there and clean up whatever's left. And let's bar follow up with the concrete, and then we've got some more material, the tower crane. So, Manuel, and I've asked your favorite food. Personally, I like Milky Way, and my guilty pleasure is definitely like um,
Sorry, you're breaking up. I'm sorry. You have to repeat yourself, please.
Come on back, Jacob.
what
So in other news, my little daughter just came to my desk, took my wallet and went away with it. Not
Sound good?
she's checking its contents. She's 2 years old, by the way. Yeah, give it back. At least
Good
she's
luck with
polite,
that.
you know. She's
Oh, that's nice.
she's not old enough to actually care about what's in it.
All in good time.
Is the Kinder proper, or would you say das Mädchen?
Das Mädchen and die Kinder would be like several kids, plural.
Oh, okay. I don't think he went. I'm still working on my German, and clearly.
Are you practicing a lot? Are you studying a lot?
Not a lot, more casually, to be. But I don't have too many people that speak it, so I can't
Yeah.
practice with I've got just a couple dag.
Maybe you should like get into German TV and movies. You know, try and understand them. Maybe even activate subtitles, because that's what I enjoyed very much when I was studying English. Because it's much more fun than reading a book all day. But yeah, speaking is also very good. Yeah, I'm here, but I guess then if we were to talk German, then like only the Germans would still be able to understand us.
Yeah, please do. Thank you very much.
Guys, are you playing? Because it still says loading for me. I guess maybe I'll restart my game room.
Yeah, we're. Oh, there we go. Alright, give us just a brief minute. Well, Manuel rejoins. So, equipment operator, do you ever try to use the tower cranes? But I honestly think that is the hard cab view to use in this game.
The cab view on it's lethal. I'm afraid, me personally, if I have ever used it, it's one that I have gone to an external view of.
Alright, and we're back. See, now we've got the real.
Having to do some slightly unorthodox adjustments there.
concrete next. 4 large bricks. More concrete. 2 ceiling forms. Concrete bags. Wall elements. And finish it off. Tommy, have you purchased all of the material trailer that we need?
No, sir. I've just been and collected what was needed at the time.
Oh, okay. That's perfect. Jacob and you guys collect that stuff. Concrete pump going. So Manuel, if you could give this game its very own, what would you name it?
This game? You mean Construction Simulator?
Yes, the series. Would you go with Roman numerals? Would you give it like a flashy construction simulator? Build to your glory.
I think Construction Simulator is actually a good name. I think I would like I personally probably do away with the like the year in the title, because I mean that's very peculiar. I think it came from one of the earlier Microsoft simulators. I think Flight Simulator, which was and probably still is hugely popular. And I think they had Flight Simulator in 98 and then 2000. So that's where this whole let's name a simulator by the year it's released and came from. But I think like simulators are even though they have slightly different topics, they're still games. So games have just Construction Simulator, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like giving it a year behind kind of dates the game. Maybe people will avoid because of that, and they don't realize that they're actually on a great.
Yeah, that's very right. Because I mean, Half-Life isn't called Half-Life 98, you know. It's a timeless classic.
Yeah, there is a popular, not a rival game to Construction Simulator, but one that does get likened alongside for some of its characteristics, that covers rural farming and so on, that gets allocated every 2 years another number.
Yeah.
You lose count of exactly where it's going.
I have no idea which game you're talking about there.
No, I'm sure.
I believe they have a large, pretty large company, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I like that game that we're not naming for some reason, and yeah, I like it, and I've played it a lot. But I mean, I guess they're just doing it by the books. It's some kind of unwritten simulation game standard that most people adhere to. You know, it's just something that you do when you do simulation games. I think, as weird as it sounds. Maybe it's because like you put in the year and you use that simulation game font, then people recognize it. You know, it's like, like a branding in its own way. People know, oh, it's a simulator game, like I know it.
Yeah, considering it was something in the 17 edition that I probably put more than 2,000 hours onto. It's strange how I can't remember the name.
Yeah, pretty crazy. You were too busy ferrying manure all over the place to remember the name.
Something like that.
I kind of slaved away on my little American soy plantation this year, which I really enjoyed. You know, starting from scratch and then just doing soy all day. Not because I'm so enthusiastic about it, but I thought it had a pretty nice effort to reward ratio. You know, you don't have to do much to make a decent amount of money, and it's very cost effective because it's worth the most from all the grains, and you don't harvest that much, so you don't have to transport that much either.
Sounds good.
But let's talk about construction simulator.
I have a question.
Really not.
You know, I seen that the game that we shall not name had esports league, which is getting a lot of traction.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And all they're really doing is the same kind of things that you would do in the normal. So, suggestion or idea, maybe even could we see something like that in a future construction simulator game where we have competition in game mode set up using a forklift to stack pallets on the back of a platform, or dueling construction teams where you have 2 teams of 4 or 2 teams of 2, and they are racing against the clock to complete that, and whoever completes the contract fastest first, of course, wins that game. That we could see, or is that you could pass up the chain of command?
Is that something that a lot of you are interested in? Like I'm not sure who's in chat right now, but I'd be interested to know if that's something that people would enjoy. And what I'm gonna say next, Greywolf, is actually you already know what I'm going to say. The famous a nice idea for the future, but no, maybe I'll say one more thing. We already talked about stuff like that, and I still, like I said, I still can't confirm anything. And
okay.
It might or might not be one of our future games, but we've heard of the idea. We like that idea, you know, of players competing against each other, or doing more like a challenge stuff, you know, where you have to do things in a certain amount of time, you know, trial style, something like that.
Right.
So it's definitely a cool idea.
Yeah, I think there's another somewhat simulated game that uses a lot of excavation to search for gold, shall we say. That definitely has a strong leaderboard following that's almost rejuvenated their fan base.
But that's the game's still single player only, right? So
yes, which has in its way alienated a lot of people, I believe.
Yeah. Simulation games, they really benefit a lot from the multiplayer aspect.
Yes, there does seem to be something along the similar lines of that that title that we were just discussing just now, that has called itself some very similar name and added multiplayer on the end of it to almost try and fill a niche gap.
Yeah.
Whether they manage to or not is a different matter, but I think these games and the two other titles that we've loosely knocked about are all multiplayer games and probably do much better because of the fact that they have the multiplayer qualities.
Yeah, like I said before, I mean, we know about the importance of multiplayer. And
Hey, Jacob, can you take a hold of this concrete pump, or Tommy, or Manuel? My wife just came home, all about her corporate meeting today, so I'm gonna jump out of the cab real quick. Thank you, guys.
Sure.
Nice jump over the wet concrete there.
I don't know how much you've been following the Discord or not. I appreciate you're a busy chap, obviously trying to do what you can during the working day. I did post a comment to Greywolf within the last couple of days about control interfaces and stuff like that. I don't know if you've got any take on stuff for the future for sort of dual controls being able to be configured, excavate control style.
well, I can't talk about any specifics, not because I'm not allowed to, but because it's simply not my area of expertise. But like my general comment would be that we try to support the common standards, you know, so that everybody can use any joystick or a steering wheel or whatever stuff they're trying to get the game working with. So in theory, like if that's using two joysticks is like a standard input in a way, then we'll try and support it, obviously.
Yeah, within the realms of feasibility, isn't it? Like you say, you've got to cater for the most amount of people in the most efficient way. Otherwise, you could probably spend a lifetime just trying to code individual third-party bits and pieces.
Well, I've seen YouTube videos of people playing with two joysticks, so I think for CS15 this should definitely be possible.
Yes, I was watching one recently of a gentleman who's doing exactly that, and it's currently foxing me to be able to do the same thing, but I need to have a clear day from work where I'm not being tired out by being at work and can sort of concentrate on doing that as a task. I think hopefully I'll have more success.
Yeah. So I hope you can get everything to work as you wanted to. Should be possible. Sometimes, you know, setting joysticks up themselves is can be a bit tricky. But I'm afraid I can only express my sympathy, but not help you in any substantial way with that, because I'm more of a keyboard mouse player myself, so I don't know that much about actual setup. So I haven't played a construction simulator with joysticks neither.
I think it's definitely something that will be an achievable goal with perseverance, and it's not something that should be too difficult. Like I said, just not dedicated the right amount of time and headspace probably to make it happen, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
somebody has. So it's definitely something that's achievable. Just managing to find the right way of doing it, isn't it? At the end of the day.
Exactly.
So your area of expertise within the gaming company you're with.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing graphics, mostly like art, and I've been doing some mission design. So I've done some of the contracts that you guys have been playing in CS2 and 3. And since we're a small company, you don't just have one role. I don't do like 3D modeling all day long. So all kinds of like different things, like designing the road network, for example, or general map layout stuff and more technical tasks that are probably too boring to explain right now. But yeah,
That must be pretty.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut over you there.
No, please go ahead.
Well, it must be a little bit more rewarding to come into work, perhaps, and not be just looking at not repeating the same task time after time, but like you say, not just doing 3D modeling all day. You get some variety to coming into work.
Oh yeah, definitely, because I mean, game development or software development, it's always project based. So you're not like in a factory where you do the same thing every day. But each step of the project is different. In the beginning, you do a lot of concept work, and then at some point, when you start working on things, and then you iterate again, and so it's always something different, which I really enjoy.
Yeah, I'm sure there are some people that would thrive on working on the same task, or not the same task, but the same style. To use your example earlier, 3D modeling, they're good at it. That's, they come to work to do that day in, day out. I think me personally, I'd prefer to have a little bit more variety, as you've described it, to just keep things fresh and a little bit different from time to time.
Yeah, but there's I think there's a certain beauty in like doing one thing, but doing that one thing very, very good, because I'm doing a lot of things, and I wouldn't consider myself a master of everything that I'm doing, because I just don't do something too long, because there's always something else to do, which is cool. But I mean, if in larger game companies, for example, there are people who do modeling all day, or they're doing architecture. So they're only doing architecture for games, and they're building buildings all day in and day out. Of course, they're building different buildings. Maybe they're building like a alien base, and then they're doing a church or some kind of tower. Always different, but they're always like doing the same concept. They're always doing a building, for example, or they're always doing props that populate the game world. And then you get really, really, really good at this one thing. Then you become a true master at this one thing, which is also very admirable, I think.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from there. Is Mr. Wolf back with us again? I've seen his character running around.
No. Oh yeah, there he is. Just on mute probably.
Possibly. Have you? I'm probably the only one finding all the questions to things that you either can't talk about or are not in a position to talk about, maybe because you don't know the answer. But hey ho, we can persevere on. The current game engine, for people who don't know it, what's the engine that was used for 15?
15 used Unity 4, I believe. When we released the game, it was Unity 4. So for those that do not know about Unity, it's a very popular game engine, one of the big three, and the main difference between, or one of the large differences between 4 and 5, which I think we converted to later, is mostly rendering stuff, because there's a new workflow for how you do surfaces and like light rendering that was popularized in the last 5 years or so. And Unity 4 still used the old model, and Unity 5 was able to do the new model. But,
so what we're seeing here today is 5.
I think this is 5, but like we converted it, but didn't make use of the new system for the surfaces, because this will have. I mean, then we probably will have to remake half of the game. But I think this is a conversion to 5. But I'm not entirely sure about this. So please don't nail me down on that one.
No, I understand. What for those of us that don't follow the engine updates and stuff like that, what do you know? What current level we're at with the Unity?
Yeah, I think they went the simulation path and are now using the years in the title, and I think
really?
new Unity is like 2019 and something like that.
Can you see where the question is going?
I can see where your question is going. I always find it very interesting when people like inquire about game engines, because I'm curious. Is like the context of the question, is it graphics, or is it like secondary stuff like it's not secondary to Construction Simulator, of course, because it's so heavily reliant on it. But for me as an artist, graphics are always come first. Stuff like physics. So where's the question coming from, if I may ask you that?
I think people have obviously different points of view. I follow, I'm sure we all do, new games that are coming out, and you look at them and you think to yourself, wow, that looks generically Unity, or wow, that looks generically something else. So clearly, there's a lot of easy ways, I'm sure, to stop things from looking generic. Or maybe when people are trying to build previews for getting their game out there, they just choose to use the generic assets that come with the Unity package, for example.
Or you can make good looking games in like all of the commercially available engines today. Some engines make it a bit easier on you, some a bit harder, but the essence is the engine will not determine the looks of the game. So
well, no, especially if people are choosing to go and have got an in-house team that aren't reliant on pre-built assets that are sort of released with each version of the engine and so on.
Exactly. I mean, if you're on that level that you're using a lot of pre-made stuff that comes with the engine, then like you're probably more of a hobbyist anyway. So can't really compare that to a professionally made game.
No, indeed, and I think there's been quite a few people, and this isn't any way meant as any interaction with CS15 or any future iterations. It's just a statement. There's some people that are doing their best to try and appear to be professional and try and mock up something using the basic assets that are available, and then saying a lot about what things appear to be, but then obviously it's clear to see that those things aren't exactly that.
Yeah.
But of course, you know, for those of us that do follow gaming, it's easy to see those sort of things, and then, you know, people do make comments about it. There are other people that sort of take nothing but time to try and specialise in pointing out the fake developers that are out there that clearly are not willing to put any effort in and are hobbyists, just trying to, I don't know, maybe cream money out of the gaming industry and those of us that love it so much.
Yeah. I know what you mean. And I think to add to what you were saying in regards to like spotting the engine, I think there are some tells, you know, but it's not about the assets or about how the graphics look in general, but it's more about subtle little things like how do the shadows look, for example, you know.
Yeah, indeed.
Smaller differences that people.
Will we see function or dynamics in the new?
Sorry?
Will we see the same digging dynamics in the new PC?
No, I think this we answered this question on one of the other live streams before. We're definitely working all the soil dynamics, so it won't be the same as it seems.
So it's going to be more geared towards players who are casual players and not excavator types such as Jacob.
We don't really see it that way. You know, there's no casual versus professional player thing. At least not in aspects like the soul physics, because we think that if you make it feel good, you know, and realistic, and have some give you as a player some good feedback, then it's gonna be enjoyed by everyone, you know, because in the end you're trying to recreate real life in a way, you know, in a very simplified way, of course, but I mean, a small child playing in the sandbox is having the same good experience with the material than somebody who's excavating for fun. You know? I mean, the methods might be very different, but the material is still the same. So we want to make sure that it behaves really, really nicely and that you enjoy manipulating.
I don't think. I think there's only one other title out there on the market that really has put any effort into the ground effect of excavation, digging, scooping, and so on and so forth. And whether people are a fan of it, it's definitely a very niche thing to see on the in this area. It's not being recreated left, right, and centre with a new twist on something that can only have so many angles. So I think if you guys manage to do anything that people consider as improved upon the current physics, it's going to be a winner.
Well, it's we understand that all the soul dynamics
Need
and
some more
the
concrete.
earth moving is like one of the core features of our game. I mean, the vehicles and soul dynamics. That's like 80% of construction simulator right there. So we're trying to improve upon systems that we've been using, and it's difficult, you know. Maybe that's one of the reasons that like not a lot of people are doing it, because it's really damn hard to make a believable and good looking and good feeling Earth system. But I'm sure you guys will like whatever we come up with. And yeah, there's some.
I know people are going to be really excited to see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. And I mean
the
yeah.
The mobile version's excavation, and it's not too complicated. Too much of you. It's pretty, but I know some of the more serious players will probably find the soil versions clunky or
Well, there's always room to improve. Obviously, I think we did some nice things with the system on mobile. I mean, don't forget, it's still a mobile game, and
yes.
I think there were some nice improvements over CS15. Like all the improved wheel loading and all the smaller stuff that came with CS3, like the ability to grade with a loader, you know, with the bucket. So
which I think is an awesome feature.
Yeah, I think so too. I really enjoyed using it.
The in CS2, I think at least 2/3 of my game time was using the wheel loader as much as whenever I could and however I could.
Yeah, I know.
And,
I know all about your little wheel loader tricks, Greywolf.
Rumbled.
So in CS3, when I had the honor to do the beta testing, and through communicating during the beta testing, finding out that there was a feature where I could bulldoze with the wheel was an exciting new feature to test out, and I'm excited to see how that flourishes in the new PC console version.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to be backing in this concrete mix. I am not the best at trailer mechanics, so let's see.
Do you need me to do anything?
Are you good at trailer? Are you good at maneuvering a trailer?
I can try.
All right, I would love to watch this actually. Wow, not even wasting time. You're just going right. Oh my God, this skill.
Make sure you get it on the stream.
So honestly, not that good.
All right. I go
Okay,
ahead and bring
think,
that.
I think you can. Maybe. Yeah, maybe back it up half a meter.
Okay.
Yeah. See, because we don't have the shoot extension here. I think that's something that came with CS2. That's what.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of those cool improvements that we put out on the mobile versions will find their way into whatever PC console game we're doing next. So I'm really excited that people will like get all the small cool details for the PC version. Because that's like a really helpful thing to just extend to shoot.
Speaking of CS3, can we expect any new updates or any new features for the current mobile?
I can't really tell you. I don't really know myself. I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Trying to get the shoot to work. It looks like I'm off a little bit, so.
No, looks good. Just
Is it?
back up half a meter. You'll be fine.
Okay.
I'll direct you. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. Stop. Good. Should be good. Can you
Okay.
turn on pumping?
I think I have deploy the outriggers first, and then I should be able to use the shoot. It's not working. See, maybe I'm pressing the wrong button in there. Suggestion that I would like to make for the ported version. If you ever used a tracked vehicle in that game, you have to use the bumpers, the triggers and the bumpers, which can be a little frustrating. But in this version, in this game here, you use joystick. So, is there any way you can relay that to the team?
Okay.
Port version to a console to the controllers and the bumpers to maneuver the camera.
Maybe if you write down what you mean, maybe put it in chat. This will be more helpful because I probably won't be able to relay this as clear as you've just told me. So the suggestion box in our Discord channel is probably a better way.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll send it to and then I know he's very busy. I know you guys are all very busy with everything else. But I always appreciate that you guys do consider the and I know that you guys do welcome fan suggestions and ideas.
Yeah, we always appreciate it. I'm always reading what you guys are writing in like the suggestions and the chat. We obviously can't do everything that people want. We try to do things that a lot of people wish for, you know. But yeah, we're doing our best, trying to fulfill your most common dreams, so to speak.
What would you say your favorite vehicle is in the Construction Simulator series?
My favorite vehicle. I like doing stuff with concrete. So I don't like the I wouldn't say that the concrete pump is my favorite vehicle, but I think it's very relaxing to pump concrete and, you know, go all over the casing and just let it pour in. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I also like big excavators. I know that a lot of you guys enjoy the more specialized excavators, like the wheeled excavators. And one of my other favorite vehicle types is, of course, all the dozing equipment, because it just feels so good, you know, pushing soil all over the site and cleaning up. You know, that always feels so gratifying if you've cleaned up an area and you see all the track marks, but it's all clean. You know, I guess if I had to pin one down, it would be all the bulldozers in the game.
I really enjoy using the in the mobile version.
Yeah.
Kind of right about the being relaxed.
Greywolf, you're breaking up again.
Sorry, I think it's my microphone.
Maybe it's time for a new headset then.
Yeah, I think so. Bought this one because I like the name.
Which one do you currently use?
It's HyperX.
Yeah, HyperX. Which one?
Yeah.
Just HyperX. That's what it's called.
Jacob, go ahead. The concrete pump, the concrete mix. And then I'm gonna pull the pump away. Tommy or Manuel, if you want to use the current. Feet, and then 4 square beams. So Manuel, I'll let you do on the next task, the next stage, which is going to be very shortly, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
And we have plenty of concrete.
Okay, you need me to get those crates from the truck, put them on top of the building.
Yes.
Hey Tommy, can you spot me while I put the excavator back on the trailer?
Sure thing.
and help guide those pallets.
I'm ready when you are, Jacob. You're all clear to come across the road to your left. The road in front of you is blocked off anyway, so I'll keep traffic from trying to come through. Would you like me to move the trailer anywhere, or do you think you've got enough room for going forward and turning? I'll come and keep an eye on this lamppost that's just on the towards the rear end of the trailer. As long as you don't go too much further forward, you'll clear the lamppost. You're quite close to it with the boom arm at the moment. So any turns to the right will give you a bit more room, Jacob. Perfect. A slight right turn and then dead straight should get you perfectly centre on there then, Jacob. Slight right turn. Yep, you're more or less central. If you want to turn your tracks just ever so slightly to your left, see it's square. That's good enough.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
No problem. Okay.
Are we pouring anymore?
Looks like I need to get out of the way. Yes, there's gonna be one more pour job. I believe we need concrete or drywall forms.
Yes, I believe we'll need some forms. We've got 100% concrete in the mixer currently.
Yeah. Right, so I think Jacob's gonna be following you to the material trader. You guys are very good at loading the material. Boy, we're almost finished, guys. I can't believe this apartment's coming along so well. Once that is finished, Manuel will be doing concrete pumping, since that is something he does enjoy doing.
Have we done all of our excavation, or have we got another one to do?
We are all set with the excavation, actually, if you want to take the excavator back to the company headquarters.
Sounds good.
I think I'll take this trailered cement pipe, or trailered cement truck. I'll be out of the way in just a second. Alright.
Sorry, I was trying to turn off the beacons on the top and ended up hitting the horn. I might cheat a little bit and just cut inside the lights there. Give myself a bit better turning room.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. We are off to materials trader, taking some of the equipment we no longer need back to the headquarters. How is your guys' map awareness?
Mine's coming along, but it's not great yet. I still do need to check the map from time to time.
I can remember
mine's
my.
terrible.
You. Uh-oh.
Here you go.
I can recall my first time playing the game. I had to get something from the material trader in the village, and I ended up driving out into the country.
Nice.
I think we've all been there at some point.
I am definitely shaky with the trailers. You know, in CS2, I was actually, but playing this now, and even probably in CS3, I seem to have lost my ability to become inept at using a trailer.
You'll get there again.
Alright, so I believe the equipment operator is very close to the materials. If I'm seeing that correctly, yes. He's just got to make that turn onto the main highway and then shoot a U-turn. He should be there. Okay. And with that, the excavator is also pulling into the lot now. And it looks like Manuel has run on foot.
Well, I had to join back in because I got kicked out again.
How rude.
Well, I'm back in.
All right. So we're also going to need some spruce beams. and we'll definitely need a trailer. And Tommy UK is our resident semi. Is very good at what he does.
Thank you, sir.
You believe you'll be using the red trailer for the I-beams? Will that be good enough, or do you want to use the black materials trailer?
I don't think. Which one's more accessible at the moment?
Well, I believe you could still load it on the red trailer here. So if that's what you'd like, we'll get some drive time in it.
I mean, it's I'm sort of getting used to it again, so it's usable, definitely. What have we got to load them at the other end?
I think there's a forklift. I could actually just drive the small mobile crane and use that. That's typically what I do, just because insufficient with the forklift.
Sounds good.
So if you want to follow me, I can show you. I'll let you do a U-turn there. Manuel, you want to hitch a ride, or are you over there helping Jacob?
I'm already at the sawmill waiting for you guys.
Okay.
Oh, I better get real.
I can do whatever you guys do.
Would you be able to help Jacob with the loading of the material at the materials trader? I'm not sure how far along he is.
Sure.
Thank you so much. Alright, watch out, you got a gray vehicle coming.
Yeah,
Try to keep him. Alright.
Looks like he's got everything under control.
Awesome. Okay.
Using the loading crane. And his position I couldn't come in before.
Do you know we actually fill up that section between the pair of us? This section of road where we are.
You filled that road up?
Well, there's a small, just half section in between two junctions, and between the red heavy trailer, the semi-forward or mobile crane, we managed to fill up all of the space. Talk about hog the road.
Yeah, that's a lot of funny stuff that you can have play together.
Trying my best not to crash into anything.
You and me both. The lights are still yellow, man, I'm telling you.
Are you guys coming to the sawmill?
Yes, we're coming in. As soon as this light turns green. screen.
I've just about managed to clear the train tracks.
That's good.
Only just. That mobile crane really gets a move on, doesn't it?
It does. I'm up to 65 right now. And I'm actually trying to not drive it so fast.
There is an art to that, definitely. I think luckily this one's limited to the area speed limit in town, so it's not too bad. This trailer setup, as long as it is, does actually mess with your head, because your predisposition to driving with a semi is to drive obviously completely different, and the way they've got the rear wheel steer on this, it actually is more like just driving a rigid round a normal set of traffic light bends, and the rest follows, and you kind of have blind faith that it's all going to happen.
Yeah, that red trailer is tricky. Sometimes those longer trailers can be tricky around corners. It feels like they don't maneuver the same way you want them to.
No, definitely not. It kicks the back end out to almost push the tail round the corner for you.
Right.
Oh, did you have an animal cross over the road there?
Yeah, they're a little raccoon. I mean, it was the size of a vehicle, but... Okay, we are here. Where is Manuel? Ah, there he is. I see. Is he in the fork? He's in the forklift. Okay, we've got a forklift driver, everyone. I'll let you set up. I believe Manuel will be helping load the pallets with the forklift.
That's after I chase him around the yard.
I'll try to be helpful.
Hey, Jacob, could you take a moment and hop in as passenger over here with Tommy and check this out? This is going to be interesting.
Just to let you, if I pull forward a little bit, that'll probably be a bit easier for you.
Tommy's in the heavy-duty tractor.
Yes.
Sir? No pressure or anything, man. Well, but you are on 2 different versions of live stream right now.
Thank you guys for making my job. I'm not even sure if this is cargo that's supposed to be loaded. Okay, it's fucking. It's working.
If I could latch a...
on the right side. Yeah.
Go. You're clear.
Alright.
Looks good. Oh, hold on.
Yep, come straight and
okay.
you'll be bang in the middle. Oh, make sure you keep your hard hat on, for heaven's sake.
Yeah, watch your head there. I'm in operating the mobile crane over here. Workman's comp is unavailable at this time. All right.
That's got a really good reach on it, that mobile crane. I'm impressed.
It certainly does. I don't know why I parked so far away. Probably to steer clear of co-workers. Okay, I'm just gonna adjust this. Alright, Manuel, I'm making you some more room on the trailer so you can set it down. Look at that, he's like a little like worker ant with that fork.
He's a machine. You can come further over away from you if you've got the reach for it. That's probably going to be okay once it balances out. Slight turn, that's just perfect.
Did you just reposition my cargo there, Greywolf?
I certainly did. It's teamwork making the dream work.
Hey, you can take this one over now because I think
Okay.
it's lucky. Thanks.
I was waiting for the forklift to go up in the air as well then.
Oh, nice physics explosion. That would have been great.
I actually came up here on a brief subcontract I was doing earlier today, and drove out of here and miscommunicated a turn with another vehicle. Lost one of the pallets through the floor of the flatbed with crane.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
did it tip over?
Yeah, tipped over. I couldn't attach it to the forklift for an unknown reason. I can still try and lift it up, but I have to be extra careful now because it's not fixed. Oh, it's already rotating. It's gonna be very dangerous.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it. Has he got it? Can he do it?
I think so.
No pressure. No pressure.
Don't steal my cargo, Greywolf.
I won't. I'm just here to catch it. I won't touch it. I'm way too close. Okay. Oh my god, he did it!
Yes, this is as close as I can put it.
Oh, golf clap. Golf clap, everyone.
We're not done. We're not done.
The crowd goes wild.
It still sticks to the fork.
Oh, maybe
hold on.
Okay,
I put my,
let me try it. I'll try
Okay.
and push it over.
What about if we attach it? Will it attach you as well?
No. Stuck on the fork. You know, if you want the cargo to actually fall off the fork, you won't. Okay, Greywolf, you can take it. I tried.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put the boom. I'm gonna drop it right here.
Sorry, what about the fork? Oh, okay. It worked.
Yes, worked.
Whee!
Excellent. Can we
Quick
attach it?
circles now.
Will this will the cargo attach?
Well, it had the option to do it earlier, but for some reason, oh, hang on, I've got a strange. No, somebody's done it.
Done?
It's
Good.
just the middle two or the back two as well.
I think there's only one interaction.
I think that's only the middle section, isn't it? It may be worthwhile stacking those rear ones onto the middle section actually.
Go ahead and unattach cargo. I'll try to. There we go. It seems like when you attach the cargo, I don't have the option to pick them up, so that it might lock them in anyways. We just.
Oh
might
my word,
see
mate,
the
it's a
animation.
workplace accident. There's a crazy man on a forklift.
People are working here, Tommy. You're standing in the way.
I haven't even got my high vis on, so I'm asking for trouble.
This is serious done being worked by the forklift operator. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah,
Look at that
I
skill.
believe the owner of the CCTV may want to raise a dispute. Oh, it's a real shame that Steam doesn't record its broadcast.
Maybe it's for the better.
This is when you get off the forklift and you're still going round and round because you're dizzy.
Yeah. I have to bring the forklift into position to escort you off the premise. Okay, just have to position the fork at head height, so you know I'm serious.
Alright, she's on.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and attach that cargo and get it into site. The drywall is going to be delivered next, and then we're going to be doing some concrete. The beams will be delivered, and we'll be all done with this apartment building, guys.
Sure. I like did as little as possible, but I enjoyed it very much so far.
Thank you very much.
Mostly they're not doing anything but talking about it.
We are going to let you do the concrete next. Since that is something that you do find relaxing, and something's wrong with my mobile crane over here. All right. I think Jacob's going to hitch a ride with. And then I will wait for you guys. I'll follow right behind.
You see, you've got rear wheel steer on that bad boy. I guess something that is quite as sizable as that mobile crane could do with having rear wheel steer, to be fair. Did
Yeah, I
Manuel
don't think it would have a very good turn radius without it.
No, true. Did Manuel take the Uber route?
I think he's. Who is in the flatbed truck with crane? Has the pallets on it. If we could take that to the construction site, the 4 drywall pallets, and then use the crane that's on the site to load them on the roof. And as soon as Jacob jumps in the semi-truck with you guys, I will lead you back to the construction site with the mobile crane before taking the mobile crane back to the head.
Ready.
Oh my god, I love it. Attach to the trailer. Throw over, pick up Jacob. That's cute.
It's a long way from one side of the sawmill to the other.
That's so proficient. At first I was like, what is he doing?
Okay, I'm bringing the cargo now.
Okay. I will lead the way to the construction site if you guys want to follow.
Hitch a ride, my man.
I think if the street's non-posted, it's 55. I don't know if that rule applies in Germany.
Well, in in the city limits, it's 50 kilometers per hour, and outside of cities, it's 100. But
Ah, okay.
I think for like heavy vehicle, be 80.
Luckily, the heavy vehicle doesn't go over 51.
Yeah.
Especially not with the amount of spruce that's on there, or an excavator that weighs something like God only knows how much.
Oh, well, hurry up, guys. We got.
I didn't
Tell me.
make it.
Tell me. Ah,
No,
that's
we would
okay.
have
Just
taken
keep
the
driving.
pedestrian.
You'll take this road
Oh, no.
straight down. Uh-oh, I got a red light too.
Oh, we should catch you up then.
Oh no, it's gonna turn. Are the drywall forms there?
Yeah, I'm
Awesome.
loading them.
There's that raccoon again.
Yeah, there's a small child that ran in the road for his ball. I have the camera set on free camera, so whatever angle I'm at is the one I'm driving at. So I was kind of doing a side profile drive right there. That's why it slipped a little bit to the right, to the left. Hold on, I gotta check the track. Alright, we're clear.
Yeah, I think I'll wait until you guys get through the lights. We're going for it. Ah!
So sorry guys. Victoria is standing next to me and doing her little show.
Oh, that's quite alright.
She built herself a little microphone out of some of her little toys. Now she's trying to sing into it.
I believe we've
Aw.
got a junior excavator if you wanted to start her off sort of young.
Yeah, well, I recently got a new phone, and I put Mario Kart on it, and she played for a while. She wasn't too bad at it, but I think they make it very easy on you.
They do actually. That's cool you have that. I think I'll add you so that when they finally add multiplayer.
Oh, they don't have multiplayer because I was like racing against people, but those were just bots with human sounding names, probably, right?
It seems, yeah, it seems that, because how else could you possibly
Beat
sync
them
up?
all.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I might turn the game off on accident, and I'll come back to, and it's just paused to whatever spot I was left on, and they're still sitting in the same position too. If it was true, I think I'd be in 8th place.
Yeah, right. So that makes total sense. Now I get it.
Whoops, that's the side of the building.
All right, I'm parking the mobile crane. Okay, and I'm gonna hail a taxi back to the construction. So after the last last piece of drywall is set on the site. The next is going to be concrete, and I'm going to leave that just because it's something he enjoys. All right,
Well,
I'll pull
thank
this
you.
truck away.
Thank you, Greywolf.
Even if it's just for a little bit. I mean, you don't have to do all of it. Okay, someone in a red van is trying to push their way through the street.
Yeah, it's quite amusing. I've got quite a view of him, and he's got himself all hung up on one of the outriggers. Ta-da!
This is going to be doing wonders for your account.
What, this building?
Yes. Have you increased a level yet?
Not yet, but I got an achievement for like 10 hours of play or something.
Oh, good job.
I reckon the bank balance has probably gone up a bit. It'll aid development.
I always have a chauffeur, so I don't need to buy anything, and Greywolf always has all the stuff. So I'm pretty good money-wise.
Well, it's the least that we can put on the company card is a nice driver to get you backwards and forwards.
Yeah, of course.
We had arranged a company van for you that's got a nice slogan on the back. I think it says something like escort vehicle.
Oh yeah, the escort. I enjoy the escort vehicle. I was driving it just today while we were setting up there.
Nice.
Alright, gonna need some concrete in my pump, please.
Yes, sir. Have you seen one of these doing its thing in real life?
Yeah, you see them around, and of course, if you're doing a game about construction, you look at construction sites with different eyes. You know, people always tell each other when they've seen a cool vehicle somewhere in the office or week. There are some real good equipment nerds around the office.
How's that looking, Greywolf?
Shoot to the left. Perfect. Okay, perfect. That's Golden Girls right there.
Thank you very much.
That is Betty White. Right, and the next is going to be the beam, and I believe we'll be done.
Nice.
Let's see if we can get to the other side. Is there a door? There is a door back here, okay. Thankfully there is a fire escape. Although, if you are walking through the apartment building out the back door, do be aware of the extremely large drop. Which I seem to follow. Well, this is a magnificent addition to the apartment buildings in the area.
I may need a hand at the top of the stairs.
I think we're all out of concrete here, guys.
Is that the green pump? Did it turn off?
Yeah.
The green construction. Let me check it. It's at 98%. Let me turn it back on. Just turn itself off on accident.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I just watch out for the worker that doesn't have his high vis jacket on, that's already managed to cement his feet in place on the roof at the moment.
I thought I was supposed to give him cement feet. Is this Mafia Simulator 2013? Oh, wrong game. Sorry.
Whoops, wrong game.
You know, I'd look out for the guy on the roof, but I can't see him.
Yeah, he's basically invisible. You know, blue on grey, that's like wearing camouflage.
Alright, watch your ceiling. I'm right above you. Dropping the first set of beams.
Yeah.
You do the concrete pumping pretty quick.
Yeah, I think I've been working sloppily here, but we can just
Yeah, we can level it out later.
we can level it out.
Tommy's up there. He's got his 2x4 shoes on.
Yeah, we'll just use his body to fill in the rest of the spots.
Oh, wow,
Alright.
look. Just look how quickly I managed to achieve that.
Great job, Tommy. I love how your masonry work is so effective.
Yeah.
That's the slowest 100-yard dash I ever did, and I've achieved the most results with it. Wow, they don't give you much room to
Alright,
work
so I'm
with
putting
here,
the
do they?
could you help guys up there?
Yeah, if you spin it round the other way, you should fit in a little bit easier. And straight down. Perfect.
Alright.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Hey Jacob, looking good down there, man. No need to wait.
Here comes the second. I'm gonna put one of the spruce beams in each areas where the trusses are gonna be built.
So I think you need to go one section over to your right. Or does it let you put them all anywhere within this section?
Anywhere within.
Yes.
Is there a cone?
Yeah, there's cones at each end of the building.
Yeah, I don't just want to haul all the way from one side to the other. I'll try to keep it streamlined for.
Yeah, no, it's good. I think you can get away with putting one in each section, as you mentioned. I hadn't realised the collection zone was so large. Oh, I wish there was a photo view. Is there a photo view?
Press F8.
Oh, you mean without the UI? Yeah, Greywolf, you're right. Yeah, don't like position your camera somewhere where the character can only fly around the developer.
Yep, that should be fine there. I think we definitely need to have a selfie at the end of the build.
Definitely.
Well, with that, I would like to say thank you, Manuel, for joining us today. Our questions. Always a pleasure to work with you. Tommy UK, thank you for joining as well.
Always a pleasure.
Thank
Want
you
to thank
for having me.
equipment. You're very welcome. Thank you. I want to thank equipment operator for running the stream. Without him, this wouldn't be possible. And I want to thank myself for this.
Thank you.
To thank her for letting me have this time to do this. And for you, the viewers, I want to thank you guys for joining and watching. Subscribers, both past and maybe in the future as well. I thank you guys for joining and watching. And available on Steam if you are interested. There is a if you want the very basic, but I recommend you get the platinum version. And there's a Discord as well. You'll find the Discord on any on the Steam forums, Simulator Fan, and we host as much as we can. Let's remove these vehicles from the site. I'm gonna have the guys take the crane back, take the trucks back.
Don't do it, Manuel.
I
He
think
looks like he wants to jump. He really looks like he just wants to jump.
We finished the building. There's just nothing else to do, Tommy.
There's nothing left but to do it now.
there's nothing left to live for. Oh no. Well, if you're gonna jump, at least give us like one insider secret before you.
I'll take my secret to the grave. Oh. I'm fine. I'm miraculously survived.
All right, Jacob. He's taking the cement truck back to the headquarters. It looks like things. Thank you guys for everything.
All right, guys.
He
Good game. Thank you. I'm sure we'll play again in the future.
Yes,
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
look forward to hearing about the version that you're currently cooking in the kitchen, as you'd like to say.
I hope that we can play our next title at some point together, because so would be really cool, and we're going to at some point. All right. As you might hear in the background, I think it's time to spend a rest of the evening with my kid, who's been getting really anxious.
Yes.
I give her plenty of praise for being so patient as well.
Yeah, she's a little cutie, smiling at me now. All right, have a good night, guys. Thank you for watching and playing, and I'll be on Discord reading all your messages and being a general creep in there. You know, just reading everything and never writing.
And never responding.
Yeah.
Thank you, Manuel.
All right. Good night, guys. Bye.
Have a good night. Let's see if I can get this big old beast of a red trailer back in one piece.
And with that, I want to reiterate, thank you, pack members, Wolfpack construction members, viewers alike, for joining us today, for watching the stream. Thank you again, equipment operator, and thank you again, Tommy UK. Absolute professionalism and superb construction skill. I'm going to be ending the stream in just a second. So if you have any last second questions, if you want to leave any, now's the time. In the future streams, I'll try to post them on Instagram at Construction Simulator. If you join the Discord at Construction Simulator Fan, or look out for it on Facebook page at Construction Simulator. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all again soon.
Bye bye.